Remember the time where you could play Battlefield and attach C4 to vehicles and run them into other vehicles and make them go boom? Well, in Battlefield 1, unfortunately, this will no longer be a feature. You guys can no longer ride horses, attach dynamite to it, and make it go boom. Welcome to Tabs, I'm your host RealSykes, and in today's video, I'm hoping to give you some insight on what you can expect when downloading the open beta of Battlefield 1. Now guys, this is very general information, and I don't have very specific facts, and if you guys are looking for something in particular, this video may not be for you, but I just wanted to shed light on the release date, the map that you guys will be playing, and just some very minute details that you otherwise wouldn't know for those of you who have not read any news about it so far. So that's it guys, for those of you who play PS4, PC, and or Xbox One, basically everybody, because let's be honest, who plays, you know, Nintendo? The beta is set to go live on the 31st of August, which means that literally everyone can play the game. The beta is set to go live on the 31st of August, which means that literally everyone, including your cousin, second cousin, mom, dad, brother, sister, Alex from first grade, can grab their dirty little fingers on the Battlefield 1 beta and drop in on some boots on the ground action and experience the World War I theme. You guys can hop on, play around with some weapons from the good old World War I days, and you guys can get your fingers dirty and experience what it was like to possibly be a soldier back in World War I. You guys can hop on your little horse, you guys can go through combat and traverse through all the buildings and lanes and just dominate the playing field, but unfortunately, it's only for a limited time. Now, the Battlefield 1 beta is set to release on the 31st of August, and then reports are claiming that it will be ending on September 8th, which gives you guys roughly a little over a week and a couple of extra hours, which I believe is more than enough time to play the game. You guys can play it for free, get your hands on it, and get a rough idea of what the mechanics are going to be, and just overall get more excited for Battlefield 1. Now, unfortunately, this means that once the beta ends and the actual release date of the game comes, unfortunately, all data, including ranks, attachments, camos, stats, literally everything on Battlefield 1 associated with your account will be erased. Now guys, I actually didn't know this a long time ago when the Battlefield 3 beta released, and you guys could only play in Metro. I remember it came out for roughly a week, and I played for hundreds of hours. I literally played for almost every single hour for 7 days. I only slept for a couple of hours, and I was going to be one of the highest ranks in Battlefield. I knew I could do it, and then I got the game at midnight, and everything was erased. I felt like, you know, I woke up to Christmas and there was nothing there. I literally felt so beaten. I was so sad, but unfortunately, that said, you guys can still play the game for free and get the rough idea what the mechanics are. Now, for those of you who are wondering, the beta is set to be 6.2 gigs in total, which is relatively small considering that many Battlefield games are upwards of 30 to 40 gig, and probably more if you add on the additional data associated with the DLC. Now, that said, the beta isn't going to contain all assets, and in fact, it's only going to contain one map, which is the Sinai Desert map, where up to 64 players will battle it out in a World War I themed environment, and there, like I said earlier, you guys get your taste on what the game mechanics are. For those of you wondering, there is a Battlefield 1 Premium Pass. If you guys get the Premium Pass, which is roughly $45, you guys can get a 2-week head start on every expansion pack, which includes 16 new maps, new game modes, elite classes, 20 weapons, and more. So it's literally like an entire new game for getting the Premium Pass. Now guys, I've not really been a fan of DLC the last couple of years, so I won't be participating in that, but for those of you who want to pitch in an extra $40 or so, you guys can get 2 weeks early on all the DLC. Now guys, again, I've never been a fan of this because everybody who has the Premium Pass is like a die-hard gamer, especially for Battlefield 1. So guys, if you get the game 2 weeks early, you get the DLC 2 weeks early, more than likely, it's just going to be some super try-hard people on the other team, and it's not going to be an enjoyable experience. You guys won't get to play, you know, with the newbies. Also, with the Battlefield 1 Premium Pass, you guys get battle packs and dog tags, by which are delivered monthly, and these battle packs contained standout weapon skins that'll make sure your enemies know you pre-ordered the game and they didn't because they're poor. Plus, you'll get 14 unique premium exclusive dog tags. So guys, that's all I wanted to cover today. Like I said, it was just some very general information. I'm very excited to play Battlefield 1. Though as someone who lives in the Philippines, unfortunately I do get higher pings than normal, but I've been playing Battlefield 4 recently, trying to warm up and get used to the Battlefield 4 mechanics because it's so drastically different from games like Call of Duty. So I'm very excited for Battlefield 1. Let me know guys, what will you be playing on? The PS4, Xbox One, and or a PC? I'm very interested to see what a majority of you guys actually play on, be it Xbox, PS4, and or PC. But that's it guys, that is today's tabs. If you want to see more videos, then make sure to click that little like button down below, and if you want to, you can even subscribe, but I'm not forcing you. But until next time, this has been your host RealSykes, and I will talk to all of you beautiful people later.